What if I told you that a part of you, right now, comes from a species that vanished from the Earth over 40,000 years ago? We're talking about Neanderthals, and the story of who they were is so much more fascinating than the grunting caveman stereotype we all know. Most people of European or Asian descent actually carry between 1 and 2% Neanderthal DNA. That's right, a tiny piece of an ancient relative is still with you today. So, who were these mysterious people? Forget the image of a brutish, unintelligent beast. Neanderthals were incredibly sophisticated. For starters, their brains were actually larger, on average, than ours are today. Their skulls had a distinct, elongated shape, almost like a football, which housed this impressive brain. They also had massive eye sockets, suggesting their eyes were huge. Scientists believe this was an adaptation to the long, dark winters of Ice Age Europe, allowing them to see better in low light. Imagine having built-in night vision. But their intelligence wasn't just about brain size. Their culture was rich and surprisingly human. Archaeologists have found evidence that Neanderthals created jewelry. Can you picture it? They would craft intricate ornaments from eagle talons and shells, showing a clear appreciation for beauty and symbolism. This wasn't just about survival. This was about art and self-expression. They were also early pioneers in medicine. Analysis of Neanderthal teeth shows they used plants with anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties, like poplar, and even a natural form of penicillin. They were essentially using a prehistoric first aid kit to treat themselves and others in their group. Perhaps the most touching evidence of their humanity is how they treated their dead. At sites like Shanidar Cave in Iraq, researchers found a Neanderthal skeleton buried with clumps of pollen. This suggests he was laid to rest on a bed of flowers. It's one of the earliest known examples of a ritual burial, a practice that shows deep emotional bonds, grief, and a belief in something beyond the physical world. They weren't just discarding their dead, they were honoring them. This completely shatters the myth of the unfeeling brute. Given how advanced they were, the biggest mystery is, where did they go? For a long time, the leading theory was that our ancestors, Homo sapiens, arrived in Europe and simply wiped them out through warfare, a classic tale of conquest. But more recent evidence points to a much more complex and perhaps more beautiful story. It wasn't necessarily a war. It might have been a story of love. As modern humans moved into Neanderthal territories, the two groups didn't just compete. They met, they interacted, and they had children together. This interbreeding happened over thousands of years. Instead of being violently replaced, it's possible the Neanderthal population was slowly absorbed into the much larger population of incoming modern humans. We didn't conquer them. We merged with them. In a way, they never truly went extinct. They live on in small pieces, inside billions of us. They are a part of our shared human story. So, the next time you look in the mirror, remember that you're looking at a legacy that stretches back hundreds of thousands of years, carrying the genes of ancestors who survived ice ages, cared for their sick, and decorated themselves with eagle talons. You're more ancient than you think. The story of humanity is filled with these incredible mysteries and connections. What's your favorite puzzle from ancient history? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to read your thoughts. And if you enjoyed unraveling the truth about Neanderthals, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more fascinating facts from FactBite Daily. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.